Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Yes, it's me, Dee Daddy Dragon. I was known as Graham Moore. I'm looking at my other screen because I'm trying to see if this has come up yet. And it looks like it just about has. I'm just going to send this out on Twitter. And I've got to bang it straight into... let me put that down there. Let's work that up. Whack that out. Let me see who else I was putting it into. One called by-election. Put that in there. And I also need to send it out on here. There you go. Let me bring that back into there a second. And bring me back onto there. Not sure how many people are here. I realise I'm a bit late. I was actually on an interview with Mark Atwood. And the strange thing is, so I'm not going to be live that long. I've got an interview with Sean Atwood at 9 o'clock tonight, right? But there's a couple of things I was going to talk about. First of all, you're all doing a fantastic job. Keep getting these emails going out. Nick Buckley, I'm hoping to be on with this week, I think. Bannerman, I don't know if he's released a video yet, but there's a video there. But did you all see that Tommy Robinson was released today? And he had one of these hats on, right? But it wasn't our brand of hat. In other words, it didn't have the little bit of writing at the bottom there, right? But what it did have was the English flag at the side. So it looks like someone's copying our design, doesn't it? Not that I've got a problem, because, again, the most important part of us is the Constitution is the solution, right? So again, our mega hats. Don't forget, these hats are washable and they're embroidered. They're not just stuck on the front. They're designed to literally last a long time. That's a real embroidered flag on the side. That's real embroidered writing on there, and it's real embroidered writing on there, just to let you know. They're quite expensive, them hats, as well. And we've got a few of them still left, but not many. Good evening, DD and English Warriors. Let's have a quick look and see what we're doing with that. Truth Crusader. So again, I'm seeing a number of people watching out there. So there's the news is really that things are picking up with the interview side of things. Don't forget, June the 13th is an important day for a number of reasons. But the major reason is Charlie's case is the directions hearing, and also the hearing in the High Court to set the date and the directions of what the judge actually wants. So I'm going to need a couple of people in there with me who can take notes and write down what the judge is saying, etc. It's going to be really helpful. Simon Lacey, I'm off to Rumble. Simon Lacey, how you doing there? I see you in there. So again, I've sent out the information. Let me have a look and see how many people are out there. Taffy Pat, JK like me, 5B5. So you're all hearing me okay. And don't forget, what's really crucial with this, because you're the people doing this, not me. Understand that, right? Hit the like button, especially if you're on catch up and especially if you're live. The more you hit the like button, what I mean is the more of you that hit the like button. Just hit the like button. And also, you've got to remember to share. So reposting on all other platforms. You can download it. You can do what you like with it. Just send them out there so people know where to come and see this show. This is truthfully a free speech platform. It's why it's under attack by the British. So I just want everyone to understand that. I'll wait until we get over 100 on there. Let's see how many likes we've got. And obviously, don't forget, people, subscriptions. So we are currently on this channel on Rumble. We've got 7,940. We need another 61 subscribers to take us over the 8,000, and that will be 8,500 in total because we've got 500 on the other channel. All right, so has everyone got that? You're the one getting the message out. I'm just your mate. Oh, Sandy, 1, 2, 3. How you doing? Frog Magic. First 5 minutes, IBM retreat. What does that mean? I don't know. But so, how are you doing out there? Simon Lacey, yeah, Lightown. Tracy, ECP membership. Join the only true English party. We are the only true English party as well, and that is a fact. Wizram, great tan, DD. Thank you very much. Did you think that looks tanned? Look at that. Look, looks a bit like, funny, isn't they, Englishmen? Complain about all these various migrants. Some have got darker skin than us, but not all. Some of the Europeans and Eastern Europeans, of course, are exactly the same as us. But only mad dogs and Englishmen lay out in the midday sun, as they say. Well, not that I laid out in the midday sun, of course not. I sat at a bar. It's the secondary passion of an Englishman. Let me have a look. Good evening, one and fellow English freedom fighters. How you doing, Lone Star? Tracy Truism, well done for getting that out there. So we don't forget we've got 2 lots of things out there. You don't need that, Tracy's. You can put English Constitution Society. Let me go and get it for you, because that's the wrong link you're putting out. Not that it matters, but it does in some way. English Constitution Society.co. because there's 2 elements to us, but you can actually put directly the link. All right, so I'm going to put that out there for everyone. This is the educational link. All right. So Tracy, grab that link, because that's the proper link for the English Constitution Society. And then we've got another one out there, which is obviously the English Constitution Party, which I want to put that link out there as well. All right, so we want to see a bit of lively information going out there. There it is there. And if you really want to know, there's the other one, right, which is that one. Right, that's daddydragon.co.uk, which has been up for years and years and years and years and years. There you go. So you've got all the websites out there. If you ever want to contact me, you can contact me on any of them things. 128 watching. It has been a bit erratic this week, so I don't expect my numbers to be very good until next week, when people realise it's back to normal again, and we should be going up a bit more on the shares and everyone knowing exactly where we are. But obviously sometimes I have to have a break and get out there and do something else, and the break turned out to be 2.5 weeks of writing up a case, coming back, putting the case in, and then going back out there again, which was a strange situation. I see my dad today. Do you want to see a picture? Tell me you want to see a picture of my dad. I've got a picture. It's a lovely picture. Because all 4 of us, so me, my twin sister, my older sister, my older brother, was all around my dad's at the same time. My dad rang me up and said, Jill's here, Linda's here, and Steve's here. What are you doing? Do you want to come round? And I'm thinking, oh, hang on a minute. Okay, I'll be round. Boom, I was straight round there. Rang on the bell when everyone was there. Let me have a look. Let me have a quick look and see what's going on there. We won't be drove. No, we won't be. I can't see exactly what's going on in there. My camera's in the way. I'm going to have to adjust this camera because I can't see, and I can't raise the TV up any further. So it means I have to either lower the camera or get the camera in such a position, but it will. Some things might be in the way of it. I don't know. I'll have to work something else out. Anyway, but the main camera is very good. Let's have a look. So the main thing is, I was on Mark Atwood's. We had a really good conversation, I'll tell you. I was only supposed to be doing it for about 20 minutes. Went on for about 2 hours already. We was both enjoying the conversation, though. And as he said something, I went, oh, yeah, remember this? And it was like, yeah. So he wants a seminar in Southern Ireland, I believe. So that's going to be good. And then tonight, I've got to keep an eye on the time. So I'm going to have to shut this down a little bit earlier, in about 15 minutes' time. I'm doing one with Sean Atwood. So far this week, we should have. I think Nick Buckley may be good for the morning. I'll have to contact him and let him know if we're doing it or not. But that's on the other one. But it's that Australian. I ain't got a problem with Australia. It's just the way they manage it, and they only give you 10 minutes to talk, and you don't really get into it. And it's always a bit of I sort of worry about why they actually got this. It's almost as if they're pulling people away. Give Graham a follow on X. Yeah, Tracy Truism, well done for putting my X account out. We need as many people up there. E for England. Let me have a look and see who that is. I wonder if my old muck is still out there. Let's go and have a look. Ernie, you out there, son? I bet you're not watching. He watches sometimes, which is quite a bit. Slimming, good evening, DD and fellow patriots. Everyone's out there. So again, all we did was had a proper conversation on Mark Atwood's show, and then tonight I'll be talking on that. But give us a shout out of Banana. I call him Banana Man. Bannerman sends out any information, right? So we'll get that information out there. Who else have we got? I was also on LSB Productions. Obviously, Andy the Gabby Cabby as well keeps giving us a shout out, which is fantastic. His audience is going up and up and up. I think it's because people are realising he is the real deal. I think Andy is English, right? There's no pretense of conning the English to come in and then start all that British nonsense like Richard Vobes did. And again, Andy the Gabby Cabby is not conning anyone. He firmly believes he's English, not British, and understands the danger of the political unions. Allegedly, Steve, how you doing, son? Facebook page. Oh, you got a new Facebook page, the English Constitution Party. Well done. Hopefully, we'll get some other EGNR. I am subscribed both and can click on the link. Two birds with one stone. Let me have a look on this. Hello, campers. Cavo 1966. There you go. So last night I give that shout out that we're going on a couple of events. We still need to organise our major event for both of them things. Allegedly, Steve and Tracy's been asking me questions about this email that was sent to me. You're going to have to remind me, because I've been jumping from one thing to another, and every time I go to do something, I get a call and go and do something different. So I have to organise it. Also need to speak to Val because she needs paperwork signed or some things sorted out, which I haven't done yet. And I promised her when she asks me for things, I'll get it done straight away. Spoke to Charlie today. Spoke to Jimmy from Northern Ireland today. Spoke to a few other people. So, again, there's other things going on with Charlie's case that I've got to sort out in the background as well. And then hopefully, again, Simon Lacey is giving me the full judgment in PDF of the... I think he's taken out some of it. He's made it normal. I'll have to show you that as it happens. When I say normal, okay, great. Your part is at 66 and still rising. Oh, there you go. Still rising. Log in at 9 p.m. StreamYard. Your followers can watch you live if you want to share this link. All right, okay. So there's a link for me at 9 o'clock. All right, and this is Sean Atwood. Just to make sure you've got this, and I want to bring something on the screen. So everyone got this? Sean Atwood live at 9 p.m. Right, and then I'll put all this information up there, right? And then we'll put this over. And I was talking, so that's the faithful. I need to go on that. I need to go on that. I need to go on that and send that out to everyone. And hopefully everyone's got that message out there. So Sean I'll be live on Sean's shortly. And I've got a really, I'll be off of this show in what's that, 40, about 7 or 8 minutes, just so I can make a cup of coffee, get a drink of water, and sit there and put my suit jacket back on, because I'm on a show representing the English Constitution Society and the English Constitution Party. How does that look? Do I look all right? And it was funny because we was on Mark Atwood's show, and we started talking about the Constitution. He said, I was always told we didn't have a Constitution, or we didn't have a written Constitution. And then I turned around and I've done my classic, which is this. Right, there you go. And I said, well, what's this? I said, everyone thinks that's a green screen. And he went, ah! Like that. And then I literally said, what is that? All right, just to show you constitutional law, House statutes. Let me get that in focus. Yeah, hopefully it comes up in focus now. Constitutional law. And again, I said to him, big fat book on constitutional law. We ain't got a written constitution. What's that? Right. So again, people are getting to understand it. I do want to make sure I emphasise this as well. Ashby versus White 1703 is crucial to this case. It's in our case, but there's things that I have to brush up on. And one of them is the first statute of Westminster that gives us an absolute right of free elections. And that is constitutional law. And what they've done, and it mentions fraud and other things in there. It is strictly forbidden. It's an absolute right to have a free election. So this is going to be a very good case, I believe. And hopefully I'll be there arguing the point for all of us that if you've got a right, then you've also got a remedy under English law. And that is exactly what we'll be putting through. And again, if we get a recount on this, then we've won. It's as simple as that. And if they cheat and do something else in the background, which I'm obviously going to be ensuring that the court are aware that there should be a strong chain of custody involved in here. And it may already be too late, because if you're going to cheat doing that, you're going to cheat by doing something else. And I'm not going to give people ideas on what they could or couldn't do, but it's going to cause them a lot of problems. So that is really just a quick update of what I've been trying to do, etc. Again, I just want to ask your opinions. There's a lot of stuff going on with Liverpool at the moment. I'm highly suspicious of what's gone on in Liverpool. It looks very state orchestrated, and I would almost say to you, it's very. Was it the Mandain, or what was it? What was that? Do you remember 2014 in Ukraine? And it was the British who did that. It almost appears very similar to that, what went on in Liverpool, and especially with snipers on the roof. What's going on there, right? The police, the vehicle that drove into the crowd, are very strange, very strange. Back window appears to be broken, and a bracket is on the back. It looks like it was an old police vehicle. I don't know. I'm just suggesting it could be. And there's many other things. So, also, what's your opinion on Tommy Robinson? Again, coming out of prison, wearing a MAGA hat, or a mega hat, I should say. Very similar to ours, which we've had for a very long time. But at least it seems, or it appears, that people are taking notice of England again, right? And it is my strong opinion that they've been attacking Tommy Robinson because of the English stance. Whether he's done us any favours in a long term or not, I don't know. But again, and then at the end, he said he's going for a full English, I believe. So I was like, oh, he's coming to the full English. Is he? What, the full English show on Rumble? So again, I don't want to see anyone banged up, is the answer. And especially, I do consider him to be a political prisoner. They made quite a bit of him having his haircut. Why has my screen gone off? Something weird is going on with my screen again. Right, so what we have to do is end the stream, end stream and close